Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Unrivaled. Folks, we all knew that Paige was headed to Unrivaled. This was already announced, but the details have been released. Paige Bueckers will reportedly make at least $350,000 in her first season with Unrivaled, more than her entire WNBA rookie contract, which will add up to somewhere around $275,000, somewhere in that area. That's right, folks. It's time to overreact. Paige Bueckers has signed a 3-year deal with Unrivaled. Unrivaled continues to put pressure on the WNBA. Unrivaled continues to put pressure on the WNBA. Now, the question that you guys might have, and I see some of you guys laughing at that comment, the question that you guys might have is, how? How is Unrivaled putting pressure on the WNBA? Because they're getting paid more. And therefore, since they're getting paid more, they're putting pressure on the WNBA. You think WWE is worried about AEW? Stop it. Stop it. But don't let me explain how much of a joke that is. Let's have Cathy Engelbert explain how much of a joke that is. Let's take a look.
A league that's been around for over 20 years.
Yeah, I think, first of all, I think Paige already announced that, like 6 months ago, maybe, or so quite some time ago. I think it was already announced that Paige was signing a 3-year deal with them, had equity in the league. Obviously, I'm really proud of what Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart have thought through with that league. Obviously, I've talked to them. I went and attended back in February, so really proud of what they're doing there. Of course, we'll have, by the time we get done with 16 teams, over 190 players we need to take care of. So I know it's a lot easier to do 30 in one spot. So we obviously travel the world and the U.S. and have a big platform. So I think what the WNBA offers is a huge platform to our players around their corporate partners, around activating. I mean, there's not one ad spot, I think, today, not one sporting event where you don't see an ad spot with a WNBA player in it. I think it's pretty cool, whether it's State Farm or Nike. I mean, Nike's first Super Bowl commercial in many years had WNBA players in it, and you just continue to see so many of our corporate partners step up and put our players into their ad spots, and that's a great sign and symbol. And anything that raises the game of basketball, too, of women's basketball, obviously we support, and we, are thrilled with the momentum we have coming off the NCAA season, coming off Unrivaled, but certainly thrilled with the viewership we have and the momentum we have and the capital coming into our league as well and the investments our owners are making.
Very well said, Cathy Engelbert. Cathy is tired of listening to the Unrivaled is putting pressure on the WNBA. WNBA is about to have over 170 players they need to pay. Unrivaled has 36 players that they need to pay. Speaking on Unrivaled and how they pay out, don't forget that Unrivaled is the league that didn't pay head coach Nola Henry after they won the championship. Unrivaled is the league that didn't pay the relief players after the Rose won a championship. That's Unrivaled, who's just dishing out all the money to Paige Bueckers. They don't got the money to give Nola Henry. Nola, no, you don't get a cut of this victory money. Sorry. Oh, Miss Heidemann, right? Natasha, you want a piece of this championship prize money? Nah. No, we got to put this to Paige. We're going after the big fish. We're going after the big fish. Paige Bueckers just doling out the money. Unrivaled, probably in terms of overhead, has 5% of the cost of WNBA's overhead. When it comes to production, when it comes to travel, Cathy Engelbert talking her, we go all around the country. Unrivaled's in this little studio, in this little shed that 850 little fans crawl into and all cheer together. Unrivaled, Unrivaled, Unrivaled. But then when we watch on TV, there's no way there's 150 fans. There's like 215 people in the building. But I'll play along. 850 fans. Cathy Engelbert, we have the platform, we have the cachet. Without us, Unrivaled would be nothing. That's what Cathy was saying. It's the truth. That is what Cathy was saying. Without the WNBA and the platform that they get and the exposure that they get and making all of these deals thanks to the WNBA, without us, you guys are over there in China. You guys are over there playing in Russia. You guys are over there playing in Turkey and Australia. You guys aren't playing here. you guys sure as aren't playing here. Because, well, without the owners. But I digress. Paige Bueckers in Unrivaled. Woo! Paige Bueckers in Unrivaled. One thing I will say, looking at these numbers, when it comes to Unrivaled's viewership from this past season, 364,000 average viewers, peak viewership numbers, 385,000. When we compare that to the WNBA, the non-Caitlin Clark games, of course, 394,000, it seems like the WNBA still has a fan base of only 350,000. And then a rotation of 40,000 people coming in and coming out, coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. Did it really grow? Did it really? How much is Paige going to contribute to Unrivaled's numbers? The easy answer, not much. Is it going to be fun to watch Paige in Unrivaled? I doubt it. That's just me speaking. I doubt it. I want to see Kelsey Mitchell in Unrivaled. I want to see Kennedy Carter in Unrivaled. I want to see Kelsey Plum in Unrivaled. I want to see Asia Wilson in Unrivaled. I want to see players who are dominant in Unrivaled. I want to tune into Unrivaled and see Kelsey Mitchell cook up for 30. I want to tune into Unrivaled and watch Nafisa Collier cook up for 30. I want to tune into Unrivaled and watch Kayla McBride cook up for 30. I don't want to watch Unrivaled to see Paige do whatever she does. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. All this is going to do, if Unrivaled continues to fail in their attempts to lure Caitlin Clark and lure Asia Wilson, it's just going to reaffirm the fact there's only one main draw. There is only one main draw. And her name is Caitlin Clark. But good job, Paige. 350,000 for 2 months of light work. 2 months of drinking mimosas in the morning and hanging out on the boat in the afternoon. But maybe you will take Unrivaled serious like Nafisa Collier did and not like a joke like the other players did, like 29 other players in Unrivaled did. Maybe you will actually take advantage of the trainers and the coaches that you have at your disposal and will actually elevate your game, hopefully. Hopefully. But as far as attracting new viewers, attracting new fans, I think we all know it's not going to happen. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I appreciate all of the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. We'll see you next time. And as always, take it easy. Unrivaled.